good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day. And welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB.
And I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. Goob.
Ooh-wee, what's up?
How was your week?
Not bad, actually. Got to do a couple birthday parties. Oh, fun stuff.
I like birthday parties.
You do? Yeah.
No, I mean, what kind of birthday parties? Like kids' birthday parties or like adult fun birthday parties?
I'll be honest, the first one was kind of a celebration of an old veteran. He had turned 70, had all his military buddies up in there.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
Very
good.
cool.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody from the military getting the 70s. Rock and roll.
There was a 95-year-old guy there, been through all sorts of wars, to Korea, everything.
To Korea.
Anyway,
damn.
I wish I could have stayed later.
He kept going back, huh?
I wish I could have stayed later to hear the stories.
Oh, shoot.
But I had to go to another party. One of our original bar regulars. Living out closer to the city now.
Who?
So, Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. Oh, awesome. How was Rachel?
So I went out there, yeah. Saw her. It was fantastic. She's growing a lot of weird plants, but they don't have flowers, so I'm in.
Well, I mean, Rachel, you know.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Everything's on the up and up for me, I think.
Me? No, not so much.
You?
Sadness. I fucking sadness, lad.
Oh, that's right.
And apparently we failed as a program.
The soccer team.
Yeah, So apparently it was Ukraine that we played.
That is correct. Yeah, that was a mistake from last week.
And we lost.
You did. Zarolenko and Zaromenko scored. It's tough to beat those guys.
So apparently, Scotland is not going to the World Cup.
Not this year.
And Ukraine is also not going to the World Cup.
They are not going to the World Cup.
Sons of bitches. So, Wales.
I do want to give a shout out to, real quick, the Welsh fans after they defeated Ukraine.
Okay.
1-0 with a penalty kick. So, definitely a match that could have gone, hey, I'm mad at this. There could have been a penalty there. Why'd you call this penalty?
Right. Penalty kick win. Yeah, that's terrible.
All right.
I hate those.
But anyway, the Welsh fans were awesome outside, talking to all the Ukrainian fans and congratulating them and wishing them well for whatever's going on, you know?
Well, thank God it was Wales then, because the Scottish fans would have been telling them they fucking lost the match. And you can go back to your own fucking home.
Yeah, knobs.
Yeah, fucking knobs, you bastards. I mean, so, hey, thank God it was Wales there then. I mean, it's probably going to be a whole different story after 7 pints of beers and we beat you in a soccer match. Congratulations situation.
Correct.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I think, honestly, that's the team that joins the USA group.
Well, so now we have...
And I'm okay playing Wales.
We have USA, England, Iran, and Wales.
And Wales. And I think 2, if not all, of those teams are beatable. The way we're playing, we just played 2 friendlies. Beat Morocco 3-0. Excellent showing. Christian Pulisic showed his class.
Right. The friendlies. Yeah, okay, cool. Pulisic did show class. What was that again?
Oh, that was against Morocco.
Morocco, yeah. Okay, cool. No, I thought he did something.
Oh, well, I mean, he's got in the news because he wants more American supporters.
Okay, is that what it is? All right, I heard there was something with him this week, and I was like, what?
Well, I feel like after such a great showing, I mean, we played really well. Against, we played Uruguay, who consistently represents South America in the World Cup. Battled them to a 0-0 tie.
With only 3 shots on goal, correct?
I think so.
That's 3 shots on goal is really good defense, man. That's like...
No, for sure. USA dominated. They played pressing. And, you know, against... they're not first or second class teams, Uruguay and Morocco, but they're really good. Normally better than us.
Right.
You know?
Normally better than us.
Normally better than us.
That's fair to say.
Correct. So we did really well, pressing them, dominating the ball, getting our stuff off. I mean, we still have our finishing issues.
Well, that's okay.
But I mean,
still. Speaking of dominating the ball, how about the Yankees and the Mets?
Still continuing. I wish we could change the narrative, but it's still.
I didn't even say the Dodgers because
the Mets, lost a couple.
They went 5-5. They went 5 for 5 in the last 10, And it was the Mets that made part of that 5-5 kind of.
It was partly the Mets.
Partly the Mets. And the Pirates threw a game in there, and I thought to myself,
no, this is the Pittsburgh Pirates shout-out. You're not going to get a lot of these, because this doesn't happen very often.
You're not going to. I won't let them. Actually, I just refuse it inside the broadcasting beginning part of the show.
Right. Either way. So, the Pirates swept the Dodgers in L.A., which, A, for the Pirates hasn't happened in 22 years. B, it hasn't happened to any Major League team in the last 4 years. I mean, it just doesn't happen. And for a team that's spending $58 million a year.
Are we going there now?
Compared to the Dodgers making. I mean, we can talk about it. I mean, all the big money teams are still in the lead. That's our our standings update.
All the people that owe taxes at the end of the year are in the lead.
The Yankees.
The Yankees, the Mets.
And
then the El Dodgerinos.
Oh, the Dodgers.
I know. I started with the Yankees and the Mets. I mean, they're the best two teams going right now.
You can't stop the Yankees, and they just got Stanton back. Giancarlo's back, and they didn't miss him at all.
And Judge is still hitting home runs.
He is. He's got 21 now, and in the home run stolen base thing.
Right. Okay. So he's the home run guy. So Judge.
Right. So
every time we talk about him, you have to go. Well, that's the guy leading.
Right.
Every time.
It's a perfect lead-in.
Perfect lead-in, right?
All right. So, quick interjection with the stolen bases home runs. Julio Rodriguez.
Still beating Jorge.
He's beating Jorge. Above or beyond schoolyards.
Above or beyond any schoolyards.
But he's got 17 steals now, and Judge hit a couple dingers, so he's at 21.
Judge had a good week.
So, the stolen base guys closed the gap a little bit this week.
You know, this is what I have to say about this now. The fact that I know that you can hit a ball 205 yards or feet over to the right. And yet that guy still has to run the same amount of distance every time, no matter what stadium he goes to. I mean, he doesn't get to go to Boston and hit it 240 that way. He doesn't get to go to the Yankee Stadium and hit it 202 that way. It's 90, bro. Hope you beat the throw. Never changes. Never changes. We build stadiums to hit home runs and make money, but we never make it easier to get a stolen base.
Never.
So baseball made baseball bad.
So you're saying maybe some downhill from base to base?
Yes.
Things.
Yes. Something that helps the runner.
They start to slide 30 feet away.
Something that makes a sign to steal a base meaningful, because it's still 90. Yet every stadium is built to hit a home run in. So I have a hard time thinking that we're ever going to win, you and I.
Oh, we'll get there.
You think so?
Holograms and ball pits, baby.
Holograms and ball pits, man. There's a couple other ideas we might bring up in this show today, actually, that might talk about, well, I don't know. Well, first of all, how much did you say? $58 million for the Pirates for the taxes, no taxes?
Oh, yeah. My hometown team, the Pirates, are definitely spending about $58-60 million this year.
Okay, so Mookie Betts and Freeman. Freddie. Are probably making $58 million a year between the two.
Very close.
Probably pretty close.
Very close.
Maybe shy of 4.
Which it makes the sweep all that much more impressive.
So to think that the other 7 players makes the sweep way more impressive. Actually, is embarrassing to me as a Dodgers fan.
Right.
But I'm not going to speak about that. Because the Mets also beat us 2 out of 3, I believe. And we went 5 for 5. And we were going 8 for 10. So listen, don't fall into that shitty pattern.
Not sure for where you're going there, but
I'm just saying that
you're still beating the Giants by 5.5, 6 games. And that's the important part.
Oh, killing you by 5.5, and ahead of the Padres finally by 2.
There you go, more than 1.
More than 1. Like there could be 1.5 and 1 and 1.5 and 2 and 1 and 0.5 and still ahead. You know what I mean? There's a lot of variables in baseball in that little how many games ahead.
There is.
So, but
I was interested in, you know how we were talking about the Reds earlier?
Yes.
And this is kind of the opposite of the Dodgers and the Mets and the Yankees, because these are some of these low money teams.
the Pirates and the A's and the
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, yes.
All right, so Cincinnati had 3 wins after like a month and a half.
Right, we talked about that.
They're up to 18, and they've passed. They're no longer the worst team in baseball.
Who's the worst team in baseball?
The Kansas City Royals have 17 wins and are now officially the worst team in baseball.
And what is their...
They both spend about $1 million, about $230 less than the Dodgers. $230 million less than the Dodgers.
230. That's where I was going with the fact that 2 players equal the Pirates' salary, and then another 2 players equal the Royals' salary, and then another 2 players equal the...
There's got to be something that gives here. There's got to be more neutrality.
Well, there needs to be some kind of cap.
Fair playing ground. Cap, a floor, maybe a cap and a floor.
Okay. You can't spend more than $150 million, and that's it. Cut the cash under the table with the suitcase thing. Hey.
Right,
hey.
the Pirates always take the suitcase. That's the problem. They're like, player or suitcase? We'll take suitcase.
No, and then the players now take the suitcase. They do more football style.
I mean, something like that.
I mean, what's the salary cap in football? Like
currently,
right now, because it's going to raise. Because I know we're going.
Stat guy.
Where's that guy? We're working on him.
We
keep interviewing all these people, and they can't figure it out. So let's just say, but once you can't go past that, you get that's it.
Yeah, you got to cancel contracts and waive people.
And you have to
change it into a
bonus. And I know we have joked and we've joked about it doesn't exist in the NFL either. It's all a joke. But baseball needs to level this playing field.
Somehow. One team can't spend 5 times the amount of another team.
Yeah, this playing field needs to be leveled somehow. You just can't.
It's like every team's the Bad News Bears.
Except for the Dodgers and the Mets and the Yankees and
the Phillies are trying to be there, but they're just terrible so far.
Oh, so that's fun. Yeah, you said number 4 on the tax evasion list. and number 27 on our hearts.
Right, 32. Oh, he's costing way more than the $43 million they paid him.
Someday you're going to get a segment here, Bryce. I promise you. You're going to get a segment. Maybe next week, maybe 3 weeks from now. But Bryce, you're going to get a segment because I think there's time to.
Could be good, could be bad.
You know what? On this show, could be anything.
Keep tuned in.
It could be you can't swim, just like Mike Trout.
He doesn't want to throw a frisbee,
and he won't throw a frisbee either. And I bet you don't either. I bet you're not on a frisbee golf course trying to hurt that elbow. I know that.
Right, Bryce Harper, Mike Trout. Comment below if you don't want to throw frisbees.
Or you do throw a frisbee.
Or if you do.
And then we'll look like total assholes.
Perfect.
So, perfect.
Used to that.
So, yeah, no, there's got to be something. There's got to be something that makes baseball not so... Nobody wants to watch it anymore. Because there's no... Like, in football, the Chiefs could be the last team in football, and the next year... The Bengals win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I'm just being funny. But the Bengals could be the 16th best team and then in the Super Bowl. And then it's just like, how in the fuck is what is going... You know what I mean? But in baseball, it's... Well, the Dodgers have been in the last 5 or 6 World Series.
Right, 9 of them didn't count.
And I know... And the one they won, apparently by goob standard, the one I won did not count. I should just rip this jersey off the wall and burn it to the ground.
Well, not that one.
No, not that one.
Like
but I mean, my Kershaw jersey should be burned. It should be just. I mean, he doesn't count for anything. Only one of the greatest left-handed pitchers of all time. But you know, whatever. Whatever. Listen, we're gonna fix baseball. We try really hard every week. Ball pits and avatars are where we think it's gonna end up.
It most likely will.
Or we could cap some shit and make that be better. So speaking of having no cap and $15 million to go, Packers look good. And Aaron Rodgers is going to be wearing the red jersey.
Is that what you got?
I got my Aaron Rodgers red jersey on.
All right.
Because tomorrow Aaron's going to show up. He's going to play some football with the boys.
No, he's not.
Christian Watson's not going to drop any passes when Aaron throws them to him because he won't be playing in the regular fucking season.
Because Aaron Rodgers will be on a golf cart just yelling at people.
No, he'll be there tomorrow. He already said he's going to be there tomorrow.
He'll be there.
June 7th.
He's not wearing football clothes.
Oh, no, he's going to throw. If you think he's not going to show up and you think he's not going to throw to 3 rookie receivers, you're crazy. Because there will be no chance in hell we even win 9 games next year if he doesn't show up tomorrow and at least see who's paid any attention.
I'm going to say he doesn't do it.
I'm going to tell you that he throws and has press conferences tomorrow and either says yeah or nay.
He's got like a basil wrap.
Basil.
He's got a basil wrap at around 12:30, so he doesn't want to mess up his.
Chef Gordon Ramsay said it's basil.
It's basil.
It shall be basil from now on. Chef Gordon Ramsay. Shout out Chef Gordon Ramsay.
All right, so I'm putting Aaron Rodgers in the basil crew.
He's in the basil crew?
He's in the basil crew, and I'm going to add people to this basil crew as we go.
No, there's no basil crew.
Oh,
yeah. Where's your starting quarterback?
He's there. Working on his spiral, which apparently he can't throw.
Nope.
Doesn't need a spiral.
I think he only played for like a year and a half in college football. I think he was like a swimmer or a frisbee golfer before.
We all know he's only played 13 snaps at quarterback for his entire football career. He was a dodgeball player.
He was a dodgeball player. Yeah. I believe if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And then he thought, well, I could probably play football too.
And he was right.
It's just pure athleticism.
Yeah.
Like I said that before. I told you, when the Chiefs got asked about Patrick Mahomes, they went, just wait till you see him. and when all the Niners players talk about Lance, they go, he's getting real better. He's really improving. He's going to be a great quarterback.
He's going to be a superstar. Nope, forget about it. I mean,
I'm just telling you, for somebody we haven't seen yet, you talk a lot of shit about. Or a lot of.
Well, I mean, just look at the stats. He was
what fucking stats?
He was not a quarterback. Then he was like the greatest quarterback in college after like 2 games.
No, he was not ever the greatest quarterback in college after 2 games. In fact, I'm going to tell you something. North Dakota State quarterbacks were never fucking spoken about. The whole time they talked about the greatest quarterbacks in football. Not one time. The kid from Ohio State, Fields, was talked about a lot. I mean, we talked about him all the time. But I didn't even, like, when you said Trey Lance, I went, who? And I went, Trey Lance. I said, Mac Jones. You said, no, Trey Lance. I said, no, Alabama's quarterback, Mac Jones, the guy that's going to the national championship. No, fucking Trey Lance, bro. I said, you mean the same school Carson Wentz came from? That fucking douchebag? That guy that's played on 3 teams that can't fucking win a game? Oh, yeah, that same school. I think it's the same outcome, you dumbass. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? But no, I'm totally wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on anybody. Because Trey Lance is the fucking future of the NFL fucking quarterback system. Except that he's never fucking played football. Justin Fields won championships in high school. Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence has been, he was 3. And we said, holy shit, who's that kid with the long hair? And they went, Trevor Lawrence. And when he was 9, they said, Trevor Lawrence. And when he was 16, they said, who's that kid? Trevor Lawrence. And not one time did anybody ever say, Trey Lance. Nobody did. And apparently the kid from North Dakota State, and I hope I'm fucking wrong. I hope I eat crow. But I'm probably not going to eat crow. Because I'm pretty sure that the kid from North Dakota State is going to embarrass the fucking Niners. And will be playing for somebody else. In fact, I heard that the coach didn't even want to draft his ass. I heard it was the head office that wanted to draft him. And the coach said, I want Mac Jones from Alabama. From a proven...
Now you're just making stuff up.
No, it's true.
No, it's true. Shanahan and Lynch have been all on the same page the whole time.
Oh,
they still are.
You know what? Because every front office and head coach in the history of national football have always been on the same page.
These 2 guys are.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Just like Matt LaFleur.
Except for who keeps drafting running.
Gutekunst. Gutekunst. And I'm like one of the only guys in national football and a shady podcast and go, Gutekunst. And smile. And all I'm saying is that I think that you guys have made the biggest actual... You traded so many draft picks to get some guy that didn't ever play fucking football from a state that gave us Carson Wentz. Fuck you guys. I mean, honestly, they gave us Carson Wentz.
We have a lot.
Who was the Tennessee quarterback that year? Because at least they gave us Peyton Manning. At least Southern Miss gave us Eli Manning. at least Purdue gave us Drew Brees. No, North Dakota State. We got this shit covered. We run a great offense. It's a spread offense here. We got all that pro shit dialed in. You ready?
Well, I mean, after being crushed, yeah, I just want to say...
No, hold on. I'm not done crushing you yet. Because Alex Mack retired, and now you have nobody to guard this little fucking I've never played football prick before. Actually, I heard a report today on 1050 or something. They were like, maybe those young guys will step up. And I thought, hopefully the quarterback does too.
No, he's going to step around.
And then defenses are going to eat this kid alive. You have no center and no two guards, and you think the second-year quarterback is going to be somebody in 4 years from now. And he'll be that little bitch that got eaten up by all the defenses in the pro league because you got no center and no two guards. I'm telling you,
he's mature beyond his years.
He's mature beyond his years because North Dakota State makes you mature beyond your years. Trey Lance.
I got faith. Trey Lance. Too.
Aaron Rodgers. We had a discussion today. This is the funny thing. We had a discussion today. It's a true story. We had a discussion today about how you feel just before the season. And for many years, I thought to myself, well, fucking Aaron do it again. Is he really that fucking good? Is he really? And after his 4th MVP, I thought to myself, God damn, I'm just going to watch him play. Because he actually is that good. And Talkie ass over here has never seen this kid play more than fucking 1 down. And he's got every confidence that this is the greatest thing that ever happened. And I think this is the downfall of the next 4 years of the Niners. But hey, here we are. I got a red Aaron Rodgers jersey on because the Niners should have drafted Aaron Rodgers.
But he can't be the Niners anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Well,
look at the smile.
Yeah, the smile. I'm just thinking that
I love Aaron Rodgers. He lets us win every time.
I know. I just think that's all you have. I think, hey, Brett Favre went 22-1 against the Niners, and he had to listen to me laugh in his face for 20 years. So here's his little moment in the sun. And he gets to have it.
As long as we beat him in the playoffs. That's all that matters.
This will be the last year, actually. Last year was the last year. It's all done now.
Right, because Trey Lance is going to beat you in the playoffs from now on.
No, he's not.
No, probably not.
No, he's not. Okay, right. So listen. So we've talked about how bad Trey Lance is. So your defense is better than mine?
Of course.
No, it's not. This is the new defense.
Really?
This is all the linebackers, superstar. This is it.
Yep. Now we're better.
You think so? Predict right now your top 10?
Yes.
My top 10?
Yes.
Okay. Am I? Yes, you know I am too. You're not going to say.
I want to say 3 and 8.
3 and 8. I'm going to say you're 7 and I'm 5.
7-5.
7-5.
I feel like we have enough depth on the front 7 to withstand a lot of things, so we're going to be solid the whole time. Like if you lose one guy, then you're banking on a lot of those rookies and fast guys that
we are.
We may or may not know are really good at reading NFL defense.
We took them from Georgia. So
sure.
Yeah, we took the #1 defense in the country. We just took all their defensive players, right? That's what we did. We did that the year before in the first round. Eric Stokes is a Georgia boy.
Yep.
So we went Eric Stokes last year, and then we went Quay Walker and Devontae Wyatt.
Right.
We really think Georgia has the answer to all defensive players. I wonder if that defensive coordinator from Packers actually somehow came from Georgia somehow. I mean,
they just grew up there.
They just grew up there.
He was a Georgia farmer.
He was a Georgia. His dad was a Georgia farmer.
Yep.
That must be it, because he's been there 2 years now, and he's taken 3 of the top Georgia defense players.
We keep doing that with South Carolina, the Niners.
South Carolina's not a bad team.
Not the worst.
No,
their picks have not turned out very well for us.
Oh,
I'll be honest.
Probably
go with Georgia.
Probably since you took Lattimore, that running back, when he was. He didn't have a leg, and he showed up in a cart, and they were like, "No, we're going to take that guy right there."
Correct. That was the biggest mistake.
That was the biggest mistake. Yeah, well, that was one of the. Maybe that started it. Maybe no.
Maybe.
I don't know. Was the Lattimore? Was that the pick?
I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm mad.
It should be. Rodgers is on his way. Mandatory draft, baby. Or mandatory training.
Yeah, no, we get a little bit of action here the next coming week.
You have to.
I mean, like I said, Aaron Rodgers is going to be in a golf cart with like a cigar.
No.
Trying his Al Pacino accent.
No, he's not. He can't be. He has to throw to these kids. Watson's going to drop a pass or 10, and he's got
to. So that's the bet. I got one more bet. I bet you he doesn't throw at least the first 2 days. Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw a pass.
It's only June 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's only
all right. So he's not. I'm going to say he's not going to throw a pass. That's one bet.
It's only like 3 days long, so he'll throw a fucking pass.
I got 2 bets.
2 bets. 2 bets.
One, Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw a pass.
Okay. What's the second bet?
Second bet is going to take a while because that's that our rookie receiver Danny Gray is better than your rookie receiver Christian Watson.
When did Danny Gray get picked?
3rd round.
Okay. Deal.
Right.
$1 on each.
We can come up with something more fun, but we'll start with $1.
All right.
All right.
So, because I don't even think Watson. See, I had a hard time saying that because I don't think Watson. I think that Romeo Doubs is going to be the better receiver. First year, coming out the gate.
Okay. Yeah, more refined route running.
More refined route running.
All that stuff.
I think even Devontae Adams dropped passes his first year and was not as refined as Devontae Adams ended up being.
Sure.
So that's fair to say. I mean, that's just my guess.
Do we go from Christian Watson to Deshaun Watson?
I think actually it actually goes really well. Actually,
I mean, there's not much news going on in the rest of the league. We're getting ready for the OTAs.
But the mandatory. Yeah, that's next for us. Deshaun.
Oh man, just keeps getting worse for him, right? The 24th civil suit has been, what do they apply it or whatever they do with civil suits? It's in the works. And this one apparently has really offended people, including some of our favorite sportscaster, Rich Eisen.
I love
did a
Rich.
Little bit.
He did. He's done a few bits.
I believe he called it vile. If what he heard was true, he said vile. He couldn't really respond about what happened.
Right, because you can't respond because you don't know if any of it's true. Right. That's the problem.
He say, she say.
He say, she say. Yeah. So you can. Yeah. His lawyer came out and said it is not illegal if someone offers you a happy ending, as long as you did not.
Should I ask him what that means?
As long as you did not ask or offer money for the happy ending. So it's not illegal. If you're just there and somebody says, hey, I truly would like to finish you off on this totally for free. Totally. That is not illegal. And he's right. It's not illegal. I also heard that there was a lot of money offered to just people for no reasons.
Really? For no reasons.
For no reasons. I mean, like hey, lady that owns company, here's,
None of it sounds good.
No.
Some of these places were happening at, like, personal homes. Anyway.
No, you know what does sound good, though?
Making fun of the Cleveland Browns.
And guaranteed money.
And guaranteed money. I heard the numbers. If he gets suspended for the whole year, the Browns...
$230 million.
The Browns pay $45 million out of the $46 million for this year.
Oh,
There is actually a $1 million
That's
discount.
not guaranteed, then. When does he get that extra million? The next year?
Well, it's a suspension. Asterisk.
Oh.
Small print.
He loses $1 million?
He will lose $1 million.
That's not
if Ben Stein.
If Ben Stein doesn't come in here and
his
interject this shit. Because that's stupid. So, no, I'm saying $1 million. He's just going to, if it's true, and you did fucking rape all those girls, you're going to lose $1 million. And that's what we teach our children every day.
Make the 45. Whatever about the 1.
Yeah, the
lawyers might be expensive.
I hope they're $45 million expensive. You know what I mean? I hope in the end Deshaun goes, damn, I didn't make anything out of this whole deal. Actually, he'll be fine.
He could have just asked. Anyway.
Hey, his lawyer, listen.
Are you nervous if you're the Browns? Is what
am I nervous about them? If I'm nervous about the Browns?
If you're the Browns ownership and...
I think that's, is that question ever, that question's asked every year. Are you nervous being a Browns owner?
How about more nervous than normal?
Yeah, because I guaranteed a lot of money to somebody that might.
And now Baker Manziel might actually show up back in the whole, like, oh, we got to put Baker on our team again?
If Baker is the starting quarterback of the 2022 NFL football season.
Wouldn't that be fantastic, actually? I'm actually rooting for that now.
Actually, FB and the Goob have now decided that we are supporting Baker Mayfield for the rest of the year.
Sorry, Deshaun. It's Baker's team.
Well, not sorry, Deshaun. Sorry, Jacoby Brissett. You might not beat Baker Mayfield out in practice.
I mean, he probably will. Let's be honest. It's Jacoby's team, but
yeah, you might actually.
It'll be more fun to root for Baker than tell him why he's terrible later on.
I actually really like the commercials. The one where you talked about the nacho cheese or the knitting in the book club. It won in football fans' minds. It just we really thought, wow, Baker's in the book club, and he likes nacho cheese. Awesome. There's a lot of Washington Redskin offensive lineman fans that thought, thinking about being a Cleveland fan now. Not true.
Not true.
Not true.
So while we want Baker Manziel to wallow in Cleveland, I feel like we have a part 2 of Save a Player, yeah?
As our new favorite segment, hosted by Ricky.
Hosted by Ricky on the Good Times Tavern.
Yeah, we like to save another player. And that is the destruction and waste of 5 years of one of the best defensive ends in football, and that's Myles Garrett.
Baker Manziel will be so mad.
I'm not saving that guy.
You're not saving Baker.
He shouldn't have been drafted. So I don't have to say. Well, you should maybe be drafted 3rd round. If the analytic algorithm, Baker Mayfield, 6th round. I mean, that's what it would have said. You fuck up. So don't get excited. Myles Garrett should be saved.
Let's get him out of Cleveland.
Let's get him out of Cleveland.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is no longer important enough to keep this superstar.
What is it? 7, 11, 13. It's just.
Oh yeah, he averages double digits in sacks every year. He's getting better every year,
bigger every year. Which is
insane. It can't last forever. And now we're gonna, maybe have a suspended quarterback in Cleveland for how long, and maybe a couple backups.
At least a year. Yeah,
you would think.
So I'm gonna say Myles needs to get the hell out of there.
I'd like to save him. You want to send him anywhere in particular?
Oh, the Green Bay Packers would look fabulous with number 95 on the outside.
You can't just give him a $90 million signing bonus and give him another player.
No, suitcase.
Suitcase. Oh no, the suitcase for Myles Garrett. I forgot.
Myles, you have it. Myles. Oh, there you go.
Where's Eddie DeBartolo?
Where's Eddie when you need it? The suitcase under the table. No, I mean, do I want to see him there? Yeah, I want to see him there. Where do I really want to see him? Where does Myles deserve to go? South Beach.
South Beach, baby.
I'm sending everybody
as quarterback. Because Tua is terrible.
I'm sending everybody to South Beach. No, why? I mean,
you don't think he can start over Tua?
As quarterback? No, fuck no. How would he start over quarterback? He can't hike the ball and go back and hand the ball off with those big ass arms at 6'5".
All right, I lost control a little bit there.
Sorry. Yeah, you did. I mean,
went off the rails.
How about just defense end on the Miami fucking Dolphins? That'd be sick, right? How about
as long as he's not in the NFC, I don't care.
How about he goes to Tampa? Brady stays for 2 years, loses the Super Bowl next year because he doesn't go and Rodgers wins it, and then the year after that, Myles gets a Super Bowl, and then the year after that, Rodgers gets his 3rd. But I mean, I'm trying to give Myles a good place to go. I really am.
Yeah, I can't think of anywhere good. I'd like to see him just go to San Diego right now and just destroy that team. Just destroy all the quarterbacks in the AFC West. Just Bosa and
actually,
and Khalil Mack.
actually, if you just put him in a Raiders jersey, I think he might scare half the country.
Oh man, that's very possible.
That's very possible.
Just throw him in the AFC West.
AFC West
somewhere.
Put him in a Raiders jersey and make him the scariest human being in all of Las Vegas. No, I'm in. I think that's a great idea. I don't know what to tell you.
Myles Garrett's coming to the West Coast, baby.
Myles Garrett, yeah. You know who's leaving the West Coast? That's the Boston Celtics. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Ooh.
We got to go.
Nice job, actually.
Actually, you know what? Did what they had to do. The Boston Celtics had one job. They had one job. They had to win one game.
They won one quarter. But good job anyway.
They won a game, though.
That quarter cost us a whole game.
Which gave the Celtics... Listen, they did what they had to do. They had to do one thing. As any team knows, when you go on the road in a finals, if you can take one game, then you did your job.
It's all a mirage, though.
It's not a mirage. I mean...
They shot 55% from three-point land that game. 9 threes and fourth quarter. This doesn't happen. This is Klay Thompson scoring 37 points in a quarter against the Kings. Like it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You can't bank on anything like that.
I can bank on they still got that game, though. Then they can...
They got a game.
They got a game.
Yep.
And they took it away from the team in their home court.
All right. Yeah, they did.
So, now we go home.
I don't see enough evidence that they can sustain that the whole way.
Oh, no, I didn't see that either. They got the shit kicked out of them in the second game. But in the first game...
Well, they switched everything, and we decided just to keep moving around. So they would stand in the middle, and we were just running around like kind of idiots a little bit, using the long arms to do the passes and everything.
Right.
And then the second game, we just went old school pick and roll. Just said, all right.
Yeah, you're moving screens set by Draymond Green at the top, in the middle, at the line.
Yep.
Apparently, the ref that called that game, the Celtics are 2-12 with or some shit like that. I don't know, man. We go back to Boston. Now Boston has their job to do again, right?
If everyone shoots 40%, we got a buzzer beater. That's what I think. I mean,
I think that Boston played well enough to bring you back to Boston, and you have to continue to play well.
And we will. Steph Curry is showing right now that he's leading this team. It's on his back. Whatever they need, I think he'll provide.
So you're saying that those Boston fans need to kidnap Steph Curry?
Yes.
Yes.
Or maybe one of his children.
Or
not good advice.
Not good advice. No, just do the Damian Wayne thing and just
what was that movie called?
Kidnap that son of a bitch.
Celtic Pride.
Celtic Pride, baby.
Celtic Pride.
I'm not saying it, but if anybody in Boston sees Steph Curry walking towards the hotel door, if you snatch him up, it'd be tough for them to win that game.
It would be.
It would be tough. If you took away Steph with a little bit of Celtic pride, if any of you have any of it, just saying.
I feel like we should rewatch that movie.
That was a great movie.
Right?
Celtic Pride. That's a classic. Who's that guy? That's the guy from Home Alone.
Yeah,
it is. That's the guy that just burns his hair off or gets his ass kicked.
Right.
That guy had Celtic Pride. Let's see how much I'm just saying. Classic movie.
I mean, I say we split the next two. I mean, I don't see there's any way that Warriors lose.
I think you split the next two also. I just think that Celtics did what they had to do, and if they go home and do their job again, because they did their job the first time, they would be 3-1, and this would be an interesting 7-game series.
It's going to be. It is going to be interesting.
I don't know. From what I saw the first game, I mean, the second game was such a different game. I mean, the first game was...
We've only lost one quarter. We've literally beat them 7 out of 8 quarters. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
At your own home, you beat them 7 out of 8. All right, you beat them 7 out of 8 in your own home. But they still stole one game out of your home.
They did.
So now you're saying you're going to go 4 for 4 on the next game, 4 for 4 in the quarters?
I'm just saying kudos to
the Celtics for stealing the game. I mean, you should. I mean, that's what you want.
It was our own fault for leaving Horford open that many times.
Hey, I saw this. I saw this. I thought it was fantastic. I saw this meme. And it was, how could somebody go 6 for 8 or whatever he did on threes by blocking his own shot? And it was like him from the side, but like his hand is actually on top of. And I thought that was one of the most. That was very clever. I really thought that was so funny. Go, how did this guy score? Because he blocks his own fucking shot, and if you see him shoot, it's like his hand, like he pushes it back to get that extra spin or something. You know what I mean?
Or something.
Or something, but very funny.
I can't explain.
I thought it was very funny. I quite enjoyed it actually. I think we got a 7-game series. I mean, I've heard 6 games Warriors so many times. I'm just like, I guess. But I think the Celtics.
I'll give you an extra game. Sure, why not?
You'll give me an extra game.
I still think it's Warriors in 6, but, you know.
You think it's Warriors in 6?
I still do, yeah.
I think it's Rangers in 6.
Rangers in 6?
I do. I think it's Rangers in 6.
Well, they do have home ice, right? So they win. So
They win.
No, you're right.
No, and what I saw from the first 2 games was a faster, younger team.
This is Rangers against Tampa Bay.
Rangers against Tampa Bay, yes.
Yeah.
And what I saw from I saw from Tampa in the third game was that it was their home ice, and they weren't going to go down not swinging. You know what I mean? I mean, it was 2-0. It was 2-0, and when the basic third quarter started in that game, and I thought it was going to be 3-0 Rangers.
Doing guitar rock songs and stuff.
I was dancing in my house. I was Tom Cruise in my underwear.
Right.
I was sliding across the floors. I was like 3-0 on Tampa.
First year as a Rangers fan to throw into the champs.
To throw into the champs. Been a Rangers fan for 39 days or some shit like that.
All right, so Tampa Bay's got a little fight in them left.
They had a lot. Listen. They got a lot of fight left in them. I think as a group, they might be a little better of a team. I just think we're faster, younger, and we just go crazy and we shoot goals at we just fuck the other thing of the fucking thing. And you know what? That's what makes goals. If you just keep shooting it at the goddamn.
Yeah, if you're ahead of everyone and they're where you don't want them to be, that's perfect.
And to be honest with you, it should be 3-0. But
should be.
It should. But the Rangers had a double minor and a 2-0 lead and scored no goals, and Tampa came back and scored 3 and 1.
Uncle Mo. You lost Uncle Mo.
Oh, man. See, I lost Uncle Mo. And after that, the game was over because that was it. If we had scored within that 4 minutes of 5-on-4.
Yeah.
The momentum would have been done. It would have been 3-0, gone to the third. Everything would have changed. So
you're saying that series is going to be maybe not over as soon as we think, maybe.
Oh well, yeah. It's got a long way to go compared to said other,
which is over.
It's over.
It's over.
I mean, we just watched it like 2 hours ago. Completely over.
They don't play defense at all in the Western Conference, apparently.
4-5, 5-5, 3-4, 4-4. It was like
8-16.
But once again, another momentum changer, and it's it.
All right, so this was Colorado against Edmonton.
Edmonton
had a chance.
They were up 5-3 or 4-3. No, 5-3.
They were up by 1.
They were up by 1, and they could have made it. And I mean.
Describing the goal, it was just a nice pass to the right circle. The goalie was on the other side of his net.
He had like
so much
space.
So much space.
And
Mr. Draisaitl.
Mr. Draisaitl.
Mr. Draisaitl.
Not to shout you out because we're not, because you fucking missed.
Whipped it a little wide. You cost your team.
You cost your team Uncle Mo
to play another game.
You did. If you would have, it would have been 5-3. That game would have been
more practice, Draisaitl.
You're going to practice that shot a whole lot for the rest of the year, I promise you. You're going to just have your son flick that little tiny pass to that thing, and you're going to put your daughter at goalie. Oh, sorry, baby, I got to make this fucking shot. I don't know what to tell you. And
he'll be better.
Damn, dude. Which didn't help me at all because I thought, I need them to win a game.
Right.
I mean, Avalanche are just going home.
Yeah, this time of the season, hockey players are tired. Colorado gets to, take a break
It's just a break.
Maybe a week.
A week.
Depending on how long you guys go.
If we go 7, we got 8 more days.
Right.
Right, because we played 3. No, we have 7 more days. Because we played the game the day we do every 2, right? So we have 7 more. The old
question of rest versus rust.
So, which probably give the Rangers the first game. Right? Come out there. When was the last time you played? Played what? Hockey. When was the last time we played hockey? Fuck, I don't remember when was the last time we played hockey. When was the last time we played hockey? It was 7 days ago, Bob. Oh, shit. And then, but then, and I think that could have happened with Tampa. I think we could have gotten them on the first game because they didn't play for a while. I think we got them on the second game because we had home court. Home ice.
Yeah, you just played better.
You just played better. And then in the third game, we had them, and then they went, wait a minute.
Those raucous Tampa Bay fans
lifted
them up.
Yeah, lifted them up. No, it's not that. They're just really good hockey players, and they won the last 2 championships. I'm pretty sure it wasn't because of the Tampa Bay fans.
Hashtag Detroit.
Hashtag Detroit. Anybody, Tampa Bay fans. It's like, go to Tampa Bay. There are a lot of old people living there. I'm pretty sure they're not fucking lifting their hockey team.
They have a lot of big Jenga things.
Yeah, and bars. Yeah, it's
kind of strange.
Small eye vision.
Big Jenga.
Big Jenga. Yeah. So it wasn't the fans. It's the players. I don't know what it was. All I can say is that maybe that's the same idea, and maybe they won, and maybe if we can pull it off, then we can win the first 2 games again, and that would be on their home ice. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that would be huge. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's
Colorado's in. Rangers, Tampa Bay are going to be battling for a while.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. Remember that shit I said to you about the Penguins, and you're like, we don't talk about it. I'm like, what do you mean we don't talk about it? And you're like, hockey is this evil rule of you lose after saying something. And I was like, that makes no fucking sense. And then the Rangers beat the Penguins, and I was like, I don't know if I should say anything anymore. So,
well, I mean, the winner's playing Colorado. That's all you need to know. You don't have to say it. You don't have to guess anymore.
The winner is definitely playing Colorado.
The winner.
And good for and hey, Connor McDavid, fabulous. You might be in a segment here soon.
We're gonna add him to the Bryce Harper pile.
We're gonna add you to the Bryce Harper pile.
Possible.
It's very possible, man.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Hockey's done. Soccer. We cover soccer.
I think we did in the beginning, didn't we?
We did, but I mean, did we get it all? We feel good about soccer?
Well, I mean, I'd like to say we played fantastic against Morocco. Everything looked solid. It was Pulisic and Timothy Way. Everyone looked solid.
We did not screw up our home run and stolen bases thing. We got that covered?
Yep, got that covered.
We got any shout-outs?
Oh, yeah. Now, I got a quick one. I don't really watch tennis that much.
Okay.
But I always, I always enjoy an American dominating. So we used to have Serena for a while. So we haven't had a French Open winner since Serena.
Okay, cool.
And we still do not.
Oh, all right, cool. All right.
But Coco Gauff.
Oh, Coco, yeah, I love her.
Coco.
Oh, man, no, she's going to be something.
Yeah, 18 years old, youngest,
18 years old,
youngest
young, yeah.
American to make the finals since
Serena.
Since Serena.
That's fair.
And she did lose, but she also made the doubles final.
She
made both finals and lost both finals.
Oh man, that's
that.
You know what that is? It's a good learning lesson and not to lose them again. You know what I mean? That's to win one of them the next time. I'm not win them.
Well, I mean, I texted her a Buffalo Bills symbol, and she was not. She gave me like thumbs down emoji for that one.
She did. Well, I'll tell you what. I got a shout out for you.
I waited till she was 18.
At least you should always wait till they're 18 to text. Yeah. That's a smart idea. Shout out Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Why? What happened to Fitzy?
That legend retired.
Fitzmagic is
my hero. That beard, that Harvard swagger, that I can be the starter or teach anybody. The guy.
That's right. Second highest ever score on the little quarterback draft test.
The second highest. I believe that actually.
He got beat by one other Harvard gentleman.
Nerd. No, that's fine. Hey, listen. Ryan Fitzpatrick is one of the coolest. I'm not going to say. Listen, when we talk about greatest quarterback, what are we talking about? Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers. So we're not going to put you. We're not going to put you in that category. But if we talk about one of the coolest quarterbacks ever, you are probably in the top 2, 3 of that fucking list. You know what I mean? Of just one of the best guys to ever suit up and play quarterback.
I mean, I got a couple of moments that I remember in particular because Fitzmagic was the man.
The man.
I mean, he was always third on the depth chart. He never was expected to be a starter.
No. Fuck no. He's drafted out of Harvard.
Right. So after a couple injuries, his first year, 21-point comeback in his first ever game.
I think I remember that game. That was a classic.
And that kind of defines his whole thing. Like
his whole thing.
Just out of nowhere, down by 28, he brings him back. He threw 6 touchdowns in one game, which is among the top 20 of all time.
That's Titans, right?
After the Titans let him go.
Yeah.
He then went and scored 6 touchdowns on them.
On them, right? Yeah. That's a good one.
Right. And then toughness. Remember that time his helmet got turned completely sideways?
Out the aisle.
He completed a 20-yard pass down sideline to I think he went to tie the Ravens. I'm not sure if he won that game too. He didn't always win his comebacks, but he made them. So
he hardly had a winning season, but he never had a losing season in my mind. Not Ryan Fitzpatrick. That guy, a superhero. And even the Bills went to the playoffs. He's at remember the game, no shirt on the beard.
Yep.
Guy's a Superman. Shout out Ryan Fitzpatrick, and you will be in my mind and heart missed. As like to think that Ryan Fitzpatrick is not getting it. And actually, I've thought about this, and I've said this already before. If somebody gets hurt, we'll see you.
Right.
We'll see you. If I had to make a choice out of somebody else grabbing off the fucking street, and I knew you was on the street, I'm going for 3.
I got a question. Would you pay $26 million for Jimmy Garoppolo or $8 million for Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Ryan, I'll see you tomorrow.
Jimmy, your trade market just went down again.
You're at the front door. You got to look at IDs, bro. It's a good time and appreciate you. And I'm taking you, brother. You're right. $8 million for you or 26 of Jimmy. Jimmy can ride the pine at San Francisco.
He'll be back. All right.
He'll be the starting quarterback in San Francisco because, as I told you before, Trey Lance is going to suck it up. But listen, shout out Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm sorry. I'm listening. I have to see Jimmy play. I hope this next in 9 months from now. I hope he's yelling at me. Told you.
It might not be 9 months. It might be 19 months, and maybe everyone's right.
Maybe it's 2 years.
Maybe Jimmy does play this year and saves our ass, and with the best defense in the league, we make the playoffs.
He already
and beat
said that.
Rodgers again in the playoffs.
The best defense in the league is going to be that. What didn't they give that guy? Just what did they give him the day?
The Chargers?
No. The Rams. The Rams brought back Donaldson.
Once the Chargers get Myles Garrett, they will be the best defense in the history of football.
Once we say Myles Garrett and he goes to the Chargers, watch out, everybody, because that could be scary. Any more shout-outs? Did we?
Actual things? No, I don't think so.
I thought it was awesome. I was shout out to the Niners, 1-day contract. Frank Gore retired.
Yep.
That's over.
I think that's the first ever second shout out from FB and the Goob.
No, I mean I think that's fair. I think that's
Frankie.
Frankie,
he's well deserved.
Frankie, 16 years in the NFL, you didn't get injured through that really, and you came into the pros with 2 nasty knee surgeries.
Third leading rusher in the
history of football. So 1-day contract with the old Niners there. You signed it. You retired.
He's going to help us recruit Frank Gore Jr. probably next year.
He's going to the office, right? He's going to the office.
Yeah, he's a scout. He's actually shown signs of scouting.
Actually, one of the only Niners I actually truly think is thumbs up. So what we got?
What we got left? We got some fucked up things, I guess.
I'll take fucked up.
It's always a crusade to find exactly what's going on that's messed up this week. We have an update on last week.
Look at the world.
The update on last week, the alligator that ate the frisbee.
Oh
guy.
Yeah, how'd that end up? They found his like shit. The alligator shit him out somewhere or something. Or?
They did. Well, they caught the alligator. Cut him open. It was the frisbee guy and a bunch of Mad magazines. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Are you serious?
So they euthanized the alligator.
No, wait a minute. Is that Mad magazine thing actually true?
Could be.
Okay. But that alligator's dead, right?
He is now dead. That lake is still not safe to go into.
No, it's just now it's one less out of the 100. I saw this video on Twitter, and this guy was kayaking in the most eerie, scariest mangrove I've ever seen. And an alligator hit his kayak, and he went underwater. And holy shit, he was in Florida, that stupid ass. Once again, we've told you before, don't go in the fucking water in Florida. We can't keep telling you this. We live in California. We just don't. Or do.
No, I mean, just
it's up to you.
It's survival of the fittest.
It is survival of the fittest. Actually, the more of you idiots that get in the water in Florida, the less idiots on Earth. That's perfect.
Take your frisbees with you.
So take your fucking frisbees with you too. Put them in your bag.
I can't throw one.
We'll find them in the water. Prick. What do you got? What do you got fucked up? It can't be that. That's not the fucked up thing. That's not it. Okay, give it to me.
Do you want to do fighting kangaroos?
I don't want to fight kangaroos. Personally, no. They got a nice jab. Kick your ass.
Right.
But I will do fighting kangaroos.
We can do some fighting kangaroos.
Or, I have 2 options.
You got 2 options.
Oh, shit. Can I get the second option?
You want it right away?
No. No, you don't want to give it to me. Just let's fight kangaroos. I want to fight kangaroos, and if the next thing is tougher than kangaroos.
Well, listen. All right, so the kangaroo's like 6'2".
I'm 5'6".
Right. All right, so kangaroos chasing you around a patch of grass, some trees.
I'm screaming.
You're running. According to the video, you're running pretty fast.
I'm as fast as I've ever ran.
Right. So you slip.
Fear run. Fear run.
Kangaroo jumps on top of you.
Oh man.
Starts punching you. You wriggle away because you know.
I'm a man.
Skills.
Skills. I have a brain.
Right. So we get away from the short-armed boxer guy.
I am gonna punch him with my long arms.
And then you grab a big tree trunk type thing. Big stick.
A big stick.
We'll call it a big stick. Do we call it a disco stick?
No.
I would not.
Not yet.
But it's a big stick.
It's a big stick. It's a Theodore Roosevelt or whatever, FDR stick or some shit like that.
One of the Roosevelts.
Yeah.
They sticked it up.
They carried a stick and they slap you with it too.
No, they did not hesitate to use it.
Not once. And he didn't either, apparently.
All right. Yeah. So, all right. So we whack them with a stick and they go down. And honestly, the end of it's kind of sad.
Who lost?
No, I'm kidding. Everything was fine.
No, what do you mean it was fine?
The kangaroo just got tired out because the big fat guy was laying on him.
Well, you didn't say it was
no problem.
You didn't say it was a big fat guy. Oh, what? So you think that kangaroo like fat discriminated or something? Like, hey,
well, I think
get on a treadmill, fucko, and then he just attacked him.
Well, yeah, he was trying to make him do laps.
Is that what it was?
Around the tree.
Because you didn't tell me how the fight started. So I think like now I'm in my mind I'm thinking the kangaroo was hopping by,
it's like
and he looked over and he went, "What a fat ass piece of shit."
One of those 24 fitness.
Yeah, like, you know. And then he just went and he beat the shit out of him until get him the. You know what? I know how to get you exercising.
All right.
No.
Yeah. No. That's totally it.
That's not it. That's it.
I think that's it.
That's it. All right, because you never tell me why the kangaroo attacked.
There were some dogs.
The tree wheeled.
I think the guy was protecting his dogs, and then the kangaroo said, "Going after the protector."
But did the dogs go after the kangaroo? Because then the kangaroo has every right to kick the dogs.
The kangaroos win that fight all the time.
Yeah,
they'll kick a dog halfway across an acre.
6'2",
or whatever they call acres in Australia.
Yeah.
Hey, acre.
No, I don't know. They don't. They're not rednecks, are they?
I mean, they've got country just like we do got country.
I guess they do. We just tried to hide our country better than the Australians do. So is that the fucked up thing?
It is not.
All right.
The fucked up thing is the lack of communications from the world to me or you. We found out something that.
Okay.
I'll
I know
tell you
you're talking. Tell me about it. I know. I think you're talking about.
So 2015.
That's a long time. 7 years ago.
I don't know if the world was paying attention or whatever. So we had a Lorena Bobbitt situation in China, which you know, it's happened once.
Well, no, it's because it's in China and they just ex-nay the ex-nay. They don't. Nobody knows anything.
It's kind of like the swing in Russia. Like whoever falls off the swing.
You Russian communist country.
No one knows.
China communist country.
The swing's fine.
Why would we know about any of that?
No, swing's fine.
Swing's fine.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow for the swing.
News, no news here.
No news here.
But there was news.
There was news.
For all of us who were, I don't know, appalled, just scared as hell when the Lorena Bobbitt thing showed up. That's a while ago, right?
It's tough to sleep sometimes.
It is.
In an angry moment.
So anyway, the Chinese have covered up what has been the,
probably,
I don't know, most determined chopping of penises that I've
most
ever seen.
Disturbing chopping of penises. I don't. Determined or disturbing are pretty much running a fucking race up to which is the most fucking thing I'm worried about. Because it's disturbing, is what the fuck it is. And determined. Very determined.
Oh, she was determined.
Which made it disturbing. Finish, please. I'm sorry. I'm just...
All right, so we had the normal Lorena Bobbitt situation, you know. Man's dick cut off by angry woman.
Angry woman.
So you'd think it would end there.
As it should have.
As it should have. That should be the end of that.
Lesson learned.
Right? Game over.
Gotcha.
But no.
But no. Crazy bitch.
So, of course, they take him back. They sew it up. You know, everything's fine. He's, you know, probably actually having his first deep breath in a while.
Yeah. Got his dick back. Got my dick back.
Feeling good.
You got it back on? We sewed the whole thing back on perfectly.
And then, I want to get this right, because in case anyone ever runs into Fang Loon.
Fang Loon, that's her name.
She came back.
To the hospital.
A second chop.
To the hospital. To the hospital.
Poor to the hospital. Snuck in past the, obviously...
No guards. No guards.
Chinese guards.
The nurse who was double-clicking her own fucking mouse.
Did not notice. The,
Shuang Long. Whatever the fuck her name was.
Dirty double chopper is what I'm going to call her.
Twice.
Man, I feel like there's a public service announcement here somewhere.
In fact, the article ended there. We don't even know if he got it put back on.
Just chop my dick off one time. That's enough.
I learned.
That's it.
I got you. Not going to do what you ever used to. Whatever I did wrong, I will not do that again. You do not have to go back to the hospital and said chop my dick off for the second time. I truly learned the first time. And on that fucking note, I'm FB.
And I'm the goob. Unchopped.
Unchopped. Fuck, man.